Alita Battle release has received as a crucial boost on social media. So yeah, not even the numbers list Alita as a upcoming movie, but I don't think they will list re-releases on there. But the Alita Angel re-release, the 2019 cult favorite, and Red Yoga Taka, and be probably behind Joker, which is considered a cult classic according to Wikipedia as well. Secured the weekend of October 30th for big list release for made domestic scenes, except for one because they closed them up because of James Bond's delay. But the fandom was building up funding to deploy a campaign to raise awareness. Although it looks like the profile of the big weekend, the original publisher of Alita, 20th Century Fox, I still refuse to call them 20th Century Studios because that's the Disney version of Fox, has now officially phoned the spotlight on the subject themselves as well. And yeah, now if you watch it, and I won't be surprised that afterwards, all releases of Alita will have the dreaded Disney cover on it as well. And it's in fans that not only read about Angel Rodriguez is he and Cole fans, but also portrayed director producers James Cameron and John Randall to make some noise as well. And of course, Fair Post is quite underway, but with merely selling the news that tickets are on sale for the big release, 20th Century Studios has joined a very handful of reported figures on the apparatus that made this from a reality in the first place. Oh, and did we mention that the official Twitter page will read about Angel Time as well? Because that totally happened as well. It is truly ground-sounding that 20th Century Studios is hypothetically announcing a sequel to Rebel Angel and tweets are very easy to write and send, so they don't have to negate how an army of fans puts the feeders to pick the film back up out of the scrap heap and put on the screens, which turned on the GOT studio for marketing brass and filmmaker to aid the cause. And here where tons of characters have been hitting the big screen yet again, and it's real that it's all mostly Disney that's been doing this. Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, made by Disney, Nightmare Before Christmas, Coco got a re-release in theaters, and let's not forget Hocus Pocus got a re-release in theaters as well. And it's just odd that Disney is saying about banning theaters, but they're re-releasing like all the older movies in theaters, which is completely odd that Disney's the one that's doing this the most. I'm just shocked that we don't have movies like Sonic the Hedgehog and Buzzsaw in theaters yet, or even Birds of Prey or Onward. But we have all these older movies in theaters. Yeah, again, something to be celebrated. And also, it is the most recent movies who got re-released in theaters as well. Endgame, the creators of Endgame want to put Endgame in theaters, but they're not. Endgame is not even on the schedule yet. So, yep, we might something far off from a wonderful happening, but it's one step further to 20th Century sequels, studios, or whoever wants to make a sequel, even more interest and support. And if Disney makes it, there's 4 on Disney Plus. We all know that's what happened. If Disney has some involvement in it, there's 4 on Disney Plus. I'm not gonna. If Fox is gonna make it, I'm not gonna be too angry because I'll suffer with the Disney cover. I'll suffer with it. The Disney cover is horrible. It's only the baby movies that get the DVD plus Blu-ray combo. But it seems that Hollywood as a whole is just banning that as well. Just look at Scoob's Blu-ray release. But yep, that's all marketing material, something that most streaming services have partaken in. As major studios need to ramp up the proper campaign, this horror-filled sales strategy could indicate that 20th Century Studios could theoretically release an ad online as late as next Friday. The gaze is spectacular to hype about its homecoming is not a guarantee. But the unprecedented size could call for unprecedented masses. As it stands, yet Alita is coming out on October 30th. If you're a Cinemax subscriber and you have Max Go, you can see Alita on cable or on streaming if that's very privileged. Or if you have Blu-ray as well, but I had the movie on Blu-ray since the movie actually a day before it comes out because Best Buy gives you movies earlier than most people do. Yeah, I got the movie like 3 days before the movie actually came out. So yeah, there we go. Same thing with Godzilla. I got that days before that came out as well, Godzilla. And Joker actually went down and got it. Because I had to return a John Wick movie. Because it was only on 4K. I realized I didn't have a 4K TV and a 4K Blu-ray player, so I just returned it. So yep, there we go. That's basically it. Goodbye.